what I will do is I will bring you back to the map that you were on. As we finished last session, immediately after the combat, because we kind of ran a bit long with the session, and we can kind of play the not the aftermath. Yes, I was going to say prelude, and I'm like, yes and no. The aftermath of the combat, as the dust settles, as shards of crystal crumble and fall around you, leaving the one large crystal, which you know what does now, the resonance crystal, as everyone breathes and sighs with relief as the adrenaline begins to ebb and wane away from your bodies, and maybe pain starts to set in for some of you, as you can feel all the wounds, the thunderous blasts, your ears ringing from the loud amounts of thunder damage that was kind of coursing through the area, and a lot of the cuts and bashes definitely feel a lot more potent now that you have a moment to rest.
Jaden flops on the floor, lies on his back. Fucking hell, lad.
Everyone else looks a bit worse for wear.
How is everybody feeling?
I'm not going to lie. I've felt better. This definitely beats a lot of sparring. I'm gonna have to work the dint out of this armor at some point.
The rigging will stop soon.
What?
What?
Exactly.
But everybody is okay. We made it.
And we'll have still been Beacon of Hope, won't we?
Yes, probably for another checks. Spell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Slightly better place to.
Maybe another 3 rounds worth.
Just because I could lay hands on Norman and pump 26 points of healing with 2 level 1 cure wounds at him.
Thank you. Oh, I needed that.
Yeah, you look like you were barely
It
standing.
would probably be better if you wanted to, have a little sit down.
Yeah.
I mean, that too, but perhaps we should have a look around this place. It does stretch on.
It's true.
Jaden's gonna sit up, so what's this again?
Found what we were looking for, and I believe we probably dealt with the greatest danger here.
Yeah, it's like one of those shrines. I think Ari got what he needed, right?
Yeah, I got some more locations, some more sites.
Yeah, he kind of like started off a million miles away and felt like he was like looking at a map or something.
Are we all touching it again or not?
You can
I
do
think
what you want, Jaden.
I think it is done. What needs to be done?
Yes, let's just check the coast is clear, and then perhaps we can take a breather before we travel on. Please.
Did Jaden not poke it?
No.
Oh my god.
Street.
He pokes it.
You get the same vision that Gara had last time, as you now understand where the location of 2 of the sites are, and you can also see that your vision kind of goes down into a cave. You can tell that wherever the font of life is, you're getting now a glimpse of its true location. Another piece of the puzzle is being filled in, as you can see underground in a cave with stalagmites and tights as it drips wet, as the cave kind of winds and meanders deeper down and into the darkness before opening into a large expanse. And there is a chill wind and darkness, as suddenly an eye, very gargantuan in size, opens, a long green iris peering down at you.
Oh, okay. Oops. And
Not pleasant, right?
She's like, I'm sure it's almost like a daydream, and she's like, nope, gotta get out. Nope.
You okay, Neve?
She's like slaps her in cheek. Okay. Whew. It's steep. It's the font of life is deep and dark underground, and the great eye that I saw looking at Gara a very long time ago in a dream.
Yes, it is exactly that same eye. Well connected.
I did not make that. I did not make that connection.
I mean, sometimes you gotta keep an eye on those dreams, you know.
Yeah. In the dream, you saw the eye almost roll back and close, as if kind of shocked in pain, or maybe kind of in death throes, and Gara dying as well.
Yeah, that bit. So I don't know what's there, but considering the other place has a.
If it is watching Gara, then maybe he is already sort of connected to it in some way, because this is his path or a part of the pilgrimage.
Yeah, well, it's similar to like Jaden in a way. It feels like there's different realms of the dreaming that different things are connected to, and we're in the realm of whatever is here. Gestures around.
I will touch it.
You get the same vision. So the same as what Neve said. I am not repeating it all again.
Yeah, okay.
But a few seconds afterwards, Jaden, you can feel a slight pain and burn at the back of your neck.
Just.
At 37.
Oh, no.
I'll be right down. No worries, thank you.
I think Fingy's scrying on me at the moment.
Oh.
Shit, I hope
It's best you're not poking these things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought like
Everybody should see.
yeah, I thought I'd see something else, or yeah. Fuck. Sorry, everyone.
Daydreaming privileges are revoked for now.
Roman, it looks like we are getting a bit closer finally. Your pilgrimage is getting well done, and then maybe Hasakim will be free from service, yes?
Well, there's still plenty left to go.
Oh, yes, but remember, Hasakim is always here to help if you need knowledge. Hasakim is willing to garner good favor, yes.
Well, what knowledge would you be willing to part with on the Font of Life? What do you know?
Ooh, Font of Life. It is said that this is a place where all life in Thaera originates from. Great, powerful, but very fearful of discovery. Font is not like other thing you have met. What was it? Eldrath, the dragon.
Yeah.
Yes. He is noble and enigmatic. Very good example of Dragonborn. But Font of Life, cowardly, selfish.
Well, it seems to be in part of this world that's secluded. Makes sense.
It does take great care to hide itself.
It is said it does not wish to be found. I do not know its true nature, but I am assuming it is entity and not object or place.
I believe that may be the same for all of these things.
I think that is correct, yes.
It's the impression that we got the last time.
Could I trouble anyone for some precious gems?
I've got none on me, lad.
O'Neill, maybe a little bit of diamond dust.
I'm afraid that we are going to be having to use it for other things.
Yeah,
you know,
We
we
can
don't
get
want
you
anyone
another
else to
book
get hurt and not be able to solve it.
We can get you another book that is been scribed by Jaden himself.
Oh yes.
Doing pats
He's
down
got
the
so
body.
much knowledge in there.
Yeah.
But that is
It's done.
not.
There you go. Brilliant. I love this. And
Knowledge is subjective word.
Oh, how long must I be lapdog before I am my former self?
Well, I'll get you something when we get back to the pot.
Oh, well, thank you. Asakim will do you no harm.
Well,
Good.
no,
Thank
that
you.
is in the deal. See?
Yes.
Gara gives Honeywell back the ring of water walking.
Oh yes, because I cannot swim.
I mean, at points like this,
Learn how to
I
swim, like,
I
pretty
don't
much.
question why the lamp on Roman's belt's talking, and I probably won't need an answer, but this does seem very in character for what you hear about heroes.
yeah.
Picking up strange allies and companions and trinkets.
Oh, yes, of course, certainly.
You see, Hasakim is an Ifriti.
I mean, of course you just have an Ifriti with you. That sounds very normal.
Well, there was, you know, some misunderstanding back when he tried to kill us. So now he is in Lamp and not really that powerful. But we have made a deal. We didn't want to leave him in the desert somewhere and bury him for all of eternity. But it's just cruel, even for an evil creature.
Yeah. Yeah, guess you've been cool.
Hasakim is the hottest, eh? Eh?
Yeah.
Icy kind of hot.
Well, shall we see what else this place has to offer before we have a moment?
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to go and have a little explore around the cave just to see if there's anything of interest.
There's nothing particularly more of interest. It's now just very still and quiet, and you'll see that this little cave exit kind of leads to a back step that faces the other side of the mountains, and you can see it's kind of facing. It kind of comes out towards a lot of greenery and the jungle itself, but you can hear the baying of gulls and off in the distance the washing of tides upon sandy shores.
So we're quite near to the coast. Yeah, so since it's clear here, let's have a little short rest. And then make our move.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds good to
reckon
me.
in a cave of crystals and stuff seems like a nice place to set up if it doesn't try to kill us, you know.
Oh, I hope not.
Looks clear.
So everyone feel free to have a short rest.
Yeah.
Cool.
Game back.
I feel
my
fine.
key.
I'll move Norman up.
Yeah, some of us were a bit worse off than others.
To be fair, I did stay very far away.
Same.
If it comes to casting little teeny tiny spells, I can do quite a lot of teeny tiny spells, but anything bigger, nothing
Do a
bigger.
bit, yeah.
I mean, I'm more martially trained within the church. Whatever healing I can do is limited at that.
But potent from what I saw.
It needs to be a lot of the time.
How long is a short rest?
An
An
hour.
hour.
Oh yeah, Ring of Regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about that. So, do you have a Windwalk prepared, Gina?
She's just had to BRB.
Hmm.
She's just got a phone call. So we are 2 players BRB down.
I think even if Neve had it prepared, I don't know if she may have the capability to do it today.
True.
She did cast some potent heal.
Well, perhaps we head outside and try and get a lay of the land first.
And the plan is to go to Zutor, yes?
Yes.
So shall I assume that you guys are moving out of the cavern now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move you on to the region map of the jungle. And
Once we leave, Roman will just call his bird and send it up and have a nice bird's eye view of the area.
yeah, so you send it up and you get a nice little bird's eye view of the area. Make a perception check.
Haha. I mean, I guess it's a bird. 9.
9. Cool. Yep. You see the shore to the east, and you see what you'd expect to see in the jungle everywhere else, and the mountains behind you.
Yep. A lot of trees. Seas that way, where the sound of the crashing waves are coming from.
Okay.
And that's all.
I see. Does that give us any sort of direction?
Well, the sea's to the east.
Yeah, so if we just head north, we should reach Zutor, right?
Do we head to the coast first and follow along?
The coast is probably about an hour or 2 away. No, probably more like an hour away. Like you could hear it off in the distance.
Yeah, so it was getting lost in the jungle.
Mm. I would not like to get lost again in the jungle.
No.
I mean, I suppose if we are just following the coast, it should be pretty simple.
How early in the day did we go into the?
It was pretty early in the day, so it's probably only about the afternoon at the moment.
Yeah, I think we might have stopped to rest before.
Hmm.
And even at this part in the jungle, the trees are more oversizingly big, very fantasy oversized big, and the canopies are very huge and all-encompassing. With the odd occasional kind of like break in it, letting the sun kind of clear through, and you can see all the vines hanging down with different kind of fronds and flowers blooming from everywhere. It's a burst of colour and life here in the jungle.
Beautiful and deadly. Yes, Neve and Norman, we were saying we'll make for the coast and then start making our way across to Zutor.
Okay.
And also a short rest or anything that you get back from a short rest.
I can get a bit back. It's not quite what I'm hoping to help with travel, but
Be right back a very quick second. Carry on.
Yes, you won't have the capability to cast Windwalk today, right?
no. Like I would have the means, but I have not prepared myself to be able to do that.
So we may as well make what time we can by travelling and then
Yes, and I suppose
continue by wind.
if we are traveling along the coast, maybe there are some nice little coastal plants for your potions or something.
Oh, we haven't really.
Beaches.
We've not really traveled that much along the coast.
No.
It could be a good opportunity for us to try it. See if we can find anything interesting.
I like this plan. This is a good plan. Right, well,
Oh, a question. Like, maybe we should like keep a track on like Thingy's watching me. See where he is. Because we don't want to like bump into him. No idea where the fuck he is.
I don't know how to, as I'm pretty tapped for resources of looking into things like that.
Not really
On the
sure if I have
divines.
anything that can do anything like that.
I could send a dream to him. It's probably a horrendous idea.
I could send a message to him.
Be like, yo, where you at, lads?
And I would not expect a response.
Thank you.
Though you never know.
Sorry, what's that from Norman? Very quiet.
What?
Thought I heard something.
Can't remember.
Well, yeah. I'll think on it, but I'm running out of stuff to keep track of random things.
There's a lot going on, isn't there?
I can occasionally check near us, but whereabouts he is, no, it's a big jump. As we found out, me keeping an eye on that didn't really work out so good on the.
What's that? Sorry, I just.
Jaden was asking if we could try and keep an eye out for Sasora.
Yeah. Well, if we don't see him, then perhaps we can ask around in Zutor.
Hello, fellow person. Have you seen a mummy guy?
Yeah, something like that.
Have you seen a herald of an evil god just wandering around?
You think Kieran was with him?
Bit of a horrible case of the being dead.
Or was he going
Still
to
moving.
Beedle?
I've no idea, lads. Like,
They may have been travelling to Havidon.
Well, I think we should probably get along this coast and figure things out from there.
Is Rob back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, so we make for the coast and we will travel along the coast.
Okay.
And we will try and find some interesting coastal herbs and such along the travels.
Yeah.
Because we can't fly until tomorrow, so we'll make the most of.
And we've never really searched around the coastal area for plants and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So,
anymore.
if people are wanting to do some little nature checks, feel free.
Cool. Is anyone going to assist me?
I will happily assist you.
Thank you. As I
also
will-
have assistance.
Cool. I will take the class to the coast.
Yeah.
We'll go on a little school trip. And we'll see what we can.
And everyone's just gonna be putting herbs into their pockets and pulling them out and being like, "Me?
So
What about this?"
this will be just before you get to the coast, but we'll still count it as coastal terrain, as it is a lot more wetland and kind of it's even a lot sandier underfoot. A lot of the ground is more kind of like a mix of dirt and sand and mud, as opposed to kind of like the hard dirt and mud that you were used to walking across in the jungle.
Now remember, kids, don't eat the plants before you know what it is.
Yes.
It's
Jaden's
not.
just got a plant in his mouth right at that moment.
try to light it.
It's not a herbalism roll. It's a nature check.
Yeah. So, what's your
I thought
end?
it was used to have a listen kit.
Let me double check.
And also, you can choose to do wisdom or intelligence. Pretty sure. But we'll double check. Because I think it's like alchemy is just intelligence.
Individual provides advantage. Sorry, just give me a quick second to double check the rules on gathering.
It has been a while.
Who else is going to have a go at gathering?
I will.
Norman and Jaden.
Yes.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Jaden,
Herbalism kit is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't make me do nature. Weirdly, I'm bad at it.
Roman and Jaden, you go. I don't think you've done a group herbalism yet.
I think you can help someone though, Norman. You're proficient. You know nature stuff, don't you?
Yes, somehow.
Okay, I'll help you then, lad.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in nature at all, Jaden?
No.
Then you can't really assist him.
Yeah, Norman would have to be the assister.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it probably would be Gara then.
Yeah, I can have a look.
Team crafted.
Who is Norman assisting me?
Yes.
Norman's had a go.
Nature.
I'm happy to not have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, tragic.
Amazingly bad. So it's only Neve who really finds anything. Maybe it's because you're not quite used to this bit of terrain or anything like that. But unfortunately, you're just not really kind of coming across anything as eagerly as you'd like.
Did Neve find something with her 18?
She did. 18 was the DC.
Oh.
So can you roll a d20 for me, please, Neve?
Ooh.
Oh.
And tell me the result. A 20? Okay. So let me double check the table. I think I've gone too high up on my page. Nope, I did not go high enough. A 20 is a chromus slime. It is a very rare fire reagent. So chromus slime. Let's see what a chromus slime is. A yellow-orange slime mold found growing in dark, humid places near a supply of constant water. The slime mold is capable of filtering out the salt in salt water and can therefore live in fresh water or by the ocean. When combined with high-grade alcohol and added to a potion or poison, chromus slime reverses its effect, creating the opposite effects to what the potion or poison would typically do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, you know what you'd use it for, but something.
Weakness.
Find a super powerful poison and then use it with that to make a super buff poison. Ooh.
A huge healing potion.
Yeah, a healing potion would then be a wounding potion, a poison would then be an antidote, and so on and so forth.
Could I ask how that's spelled, or could you copy and paste that?
Yeah, I'll just chromus slime.
Thank you.
Crewmith. I prefer the king fruit.
King fruit was amazing.
It does
Tasted
taste
good.
It is very useful.
Delicious as well.
So it's one of those. And it's 5.
Oh, relatively slim pickings, except Neve found something incredibly rare. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just one quick second.
stats for Vishan ready.
Yeah, just getting the stats ready. But
He's not that close yet.
as you are moving through the jungle and kind of getting a bit to the coastline, you do come through to a clearing, and you are greeted with a sight that is not very pleasant to you. You had been talking his name not that long ago, but the scores of undead and what look like cult members in the clearing, waiting almost seemingly for you, is a stark difference to what you were expecting to see immediately, as we will cut to the little map. As
Oh shit.
you can see that there are many people all lined up, a mixture between undead and living cult members. You can see the familiar face of what you think was Demi-Lich at the time, Sasora, fully there, no guise of humanity about him, his flesh still kind of emaciated and withered, he kind of hurled up and wrapped in all these tribalistic kind of rags and robes, very reminiscent of the desert. But someone stands in front of him, trying to take a more directive stance. As you can see, Sasora takes a step forward, almost gleefully ready to monologue at you, as a hand is raised, and he stops dead in his tracks as another person steps forward. A very gruff man, human in nature, human in appearance, and covered in plate mail armor, with the markings and kind of regalia that you now recognize to be the Church of Bashal. He looks very well built, strong, and in his hands he carries a large pike, and on his back a shield. Everyone seems to kind of wait and is staring the party straight down as the man's voice booms with a louder than you'd expect, almost emboldened with a thaumaturgy, as he goes, "Heroes of Dawn's Light, this is where your journey ends. The Church of Bashal will put an end to this, and the Great Corruptor will have no more quarter on this land. This is where it ends."
I'll go find the great doctor then.
I am Dalen, proud devotee of Bashal. I know what must be done for this plane, and we will protect it at any cost. And you can hear kind of the living members of the troop kind of give a rousing cheer. "Now, Sasora, you lackey, you will follow your orders. Sick your undead upon them." At that moment, you can see something visibly snaps in a Sasora as he raises a hand, and you can see the dark necrotic energy crackle and beam between his hand and the other, as it's almost over in an instant, as the undead take a step forward to every single living member there and start to attack and maul them, as Dalen turns around with an anger and horrified look as a finger of death is cast straight at him.
What the fuck's going on? Should we go now while they're fighting each other?
It is over in an instant, as all living members of the group are killed, including a newly zombified Dalen.
Yeah.
So this is your grand plan. Turn against each other, and waste what you have here? What?
Yeah, what?
Sasora now takes a step forward, and you can see a lot of the undead kind of back up and move back at his will. Just a sec, let me just finish moving things back. This guy's a zombie now. We'll put an X on him.
I have to appreciate your arrogance, but this, I don't know how quite to take Take what?
Yeah, what? What the
You were
Do you remember?
Where's our expectations? You have succeeded.
Well, heroes of Dawn's Light, I must come to you now in a seemingly, let's say, opportunistic position. It has been a long time I have served under, let's say, the tyrannical rulings of the cult of Bashal, but my ambitions and theirs do not align. They have used me as a servant, a pawn for their plans for much too long now. I think it is time for a change, no?
What did you have in mind?
I had in mind ruining them and freeing not only me from the god service, but also your friend. It would seem that he has been afflicted with quite a nasty brand and sundering, no? As he gestures towards Jaden.
Yeah.
A mutual alliance of convenience would suit my purposes, but whether you would trust one such as I is yet to be decided.
Speaking of, sorry.
But I assure you, I can be extremely useful. And now that my lichdom and everlasting life has been returned to me in its fullest, and my phylactery safely hidden from their clutches, I am no longer in the realms of wishing to work with them.
So how would you help us?
Well, I could help remove the brand and sundering curse upon your friend and give yourself a bit more freedom from his clutches. But also, if you were to work aligned with a lot of my knowledge and inner workings and saving of one's brother could be at your disposal, no?
What's happened to him?
What would be your terms?
My terms are that quite simple. I wish that you, whilst going about your journey, I can only assume, to remove and deal with the cult of Bashal. I believe that this would, not align, but what are the correct words? Sorry, I had this whole monologue planned and for coming to kill you, but it's thrown me off completely.
It would serve your purpose if we were to deal with the cult of Bashal?
Yes, exactly. And I
Yeah.
believe there are sources of power that you could use for your benefit. But these sources of power could also be used to sever my connection and intrinsic bond with that bastard god. I had ruled the sands for millennia, from the first inkling, from the inception of that dreaded empire. I was a king, a powerful emperor, and now I've been reduced to this. I wish to finally have a chance at rebuilding what I once had, but I can't.
So that's why you're coming to us.
Look, I know you will not be pleased with what I have planned for the future, but that could be a problem for you to deal with another day, and I'd be more than happy to oblige and face you as foes. But at the moment, we all know that there are greater foes to be dealt with.
Honiel is like looking at everyone and it's like,
Yeah.
gives the little shrug of, yeah.
So Saruman,
Yes, Jaden.
what's happened to Kieran?
Oh, the cult has got them full within their grasp. Oh, the malaise, the miasma fogging his vision, obscuring what is really there and what is not. Ah, they will make him see what they want him to see. A most useful asset your brother is to them. Only the most powerful magics that maybe powerful practitioners, he gestures to himself in a very grandiose manner, would be able to remove.
Jaden looks up for him and
Give us a moment.
everyone else.
I wish you guys could see like the physical theatre I'm doing for
I'm
this
loving
guy.
it. I am loving it.
I can imagine it.
I
And
can
Imagine.
picture I'm seeing hands go everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
and the facial expressions,
Oh,
also the
yeah.
music, 10 out of 10.
That part is.
Yes, what one moment, please. We
yeah.
simply must discuss this.
Oh, please do take your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Get over here.
I'm so suspicious, but I love this as well.
Oh my god, is that Solid Snake? Oh, no, never mind.
No,
Like,
sorry, that shouldn't be there. Ashley is
It's the
confused as
hallucination.
hell. It's like, wait, I am nowhere near on the same page as you guys. Who's this guy? What's going on? I'll take a back seat.
Well, I'll give you the brief.
Very
no
brief.
brief.
His name is
Not
Sasuraman.
long.
He is a lich in the service of the cult of Bashal.
He was the herald of Bashal.
And then kicked
We
his arse.
defeated him.
Yes, we defeated him once.
When,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
his-
the worship of Bashal is completely outlawed in Vidorm, as I'm aware most places. Why aren't we not just killing the undead?
Well, you see, if the Soraman is willing to work against the cult of Bashal, albeit very, very distasteful, it is one more thing that we do not have to try and deal with on our journey. If it is something, if we can relieve some of the problems people's without having to do a mighty showdown, then it is a problem that will brew for later, you know?
My only concern is if it's like a whole turncoat thing, you know.
Well, some of you are
There's
better
absolutely
judges of
no
character
way
than
that
I.
we will be trusting him, just as much as I doubt that he will trust us either. It
Yeah,
is
there's-
more mutual convenience.
What do you think of him, everyone? Do
I
you trust
think
No
him?
he's-
chance he's not betraying us. He's
I think
already
he's the
betraying
shit.
Bashal.
When he was talking, can I think of an insightedness? Does he feel
Yeah.
genuinely
Roll,
like, I
roll,
want to
roll
rebel?
insight. Roll insight.
What would I do?
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
an
Like he
advantage.
fucking hates the cults. Like from what he's saying, he seems like he hates the cults.
There's a genuine disdain for having to like be where he is.
Like you can
seems like he
tell
has
you
been
even
rude.
from looking at him and that brief exchange where he was hand waved away and referred to as like a lapdog and stuff like that. He hates it. When he started to talk about his time as being like an emperor and ruler, there was such a joy and pride in him.
And like a sparkle in his eye. I relate so much. Yeah, like he doesn't want to work for them.
No, it's. I can understand
He
he's
wants to
probably
do
not.
things on his own terms.
Yes. It does not mean we have to trust him, and it does not mean we have to specifically work with him for anything, but a little bit of knowledge here and there could help us. If he can help Jaden.
Yes, if you don't know,
Jaden is rubbing the back of his. Jaden's rubbing the back of his head. He looks really stressed.
Sorry, Nolan, what was that?
Now Jaden's rubbing the back of his head. He's just looking really stressed. He doesn't know what to do.
I mean, I hate to break it to you.
I
kids,
don't
but
know
he-
what about you lot, but I fucking love the guy.
Yeah,
Of
he's
course
great.
you do.
He seems very cool.
He seems like you two would get along nicely.
Oh no, I've met him before. He's a very nice man.
Have you?
Oh,
Oh.
wait, what?
Oh, back when he was alive. Yeah, yes, many years ago.
Do
Very,
you want to say hi to him?
very good emperor. Oh yeah, yes.
Finally,
we
the
can
reunion.
leave the introductions and reintroductions until we can decide what we're going to be doing.
Does he have a kind of habit of stabbing in the back kind of thing?
Well, I'm not going to trust that he won't stab us in the back.
He has been known to do that in the past, yes. But
Well,
it has all been very entertaining.
we just won't turn our back on.
Wait,
I
if
know
we
we-
do not turn our backs to him, he cannot stab us in them.
I suppose we can't do much without him having a phylactery, but yeah, he's got to betray us as
Yeah.
early as possible.
The best we
I
could do would be to inconvenience him anyway.
I kind of hate to break it to you, kid, but Jaden, we don't got really any threads to fix this yet.
Yes, we don't.
Tried.
We
but
don't know.
I
really
understand
how we
it's
can
not a
fix
quick fix. I'm just. This jumped on us, hasn't it?
Like, every now and again, the camera is panning from, like, you guys talking, and it's, like, refocusing over the shoulder where you can see Sasura in the background, just beaming with a grin, like his hands, like, nestled and perched together. Like, yes!
As we're all huddled together.
Yes.
Disneyville and a half.
Happy little Palpy.
Look, he's clearly in a desperate place, and we can use that to our advantage.
He wants us to deal with the cult, and he's going to probably do all he can to help us rid the place of the cult. So, I mean, it is in his best interests that we are safe and allowed to continue on our path anyway.
And at a future date, the enemy that you know is better than an enemy that you don't.
Yes.
Any objections?
No.
I'm in favor.
Hesitant to trust the Lich.
I understand. I would not trust him, no. Even if we were to make this deal or agreement, it does not constitute a level of trust between us.
Trust is a long word.
And trust
To
is
use
earned, and he
is
will
a
not do
difference.
this.
To use.
Yes, consider it more of a truce than an alliance.
Well,
Jake nods.
There is a nail that needs to be hammered, and there is someone offering us a hammer right now. I don't think we can afford to refuse.
We don't need to act like that, though.
No, we can play it cool.
do you
So
think
we're in
you've got it
agreement.
at hand, Roman, or we got an approach here?
Oh, not really. Winging it.
As per,
As may.
we know that he wants us to sort out the cult. It is all about what he is going to offer us in return, I suppose.
Yeah, don't agree like straight away. You just
Oh,
beat the stone a bit.
So
Okay.
You
Okay.
can offer us information on the cult. Offer us help in fixing
No, he's not.
crime is on Jaden and free Kieran of the cult's clutches.
Yes, fix Jaden, free Kieran. We
Yeah,
destroy cult.
His probable way of freeing Kieran is to probably kill him. He's a lich.
I mean, we can make sure that is not the terms.
He's not
Shut
the
the
devil.
fuck up, Gara.
I'm literally trying to save your brother there, but sure, whatever. Gara literally leaves this conversation.
Oh, jeez, Nora.
Look, I don't think we have much of a choice but to go along with it. We need the information and we need to fix Jaden. And information on Kieran would be useful if we can find out a way to free him from the clutches of the cult. Would be a bonus.
I agree.
If there's any other way to save Jaden and possibly also Kieran, I would take this Lich's offer, but
Well, let's put it this way. If it suddenly turns out that we do have a better way to deal with Jaden, then we can come to that bridge when we come to it.
Quite.
It's in Sir Sermon's interest to keep us sweet.
Yes. There is no
Okay.
reason that he would betray us until he
Yeah.
has at least got what he wanted. And
Yeah.
that's going to take time. Okay.
Very well. Okay. So, Suramand, you've spoken.
Oh, fantastic, Roman! What has been decided?
You offer to help us fix this brand on Jaden, free Kieran of the cult's clutches.
I do offer this.
And how can you do this?
I cannot do it yet. That is the main crux of the problem. Certain things keep me bound to Bashol's will. My reconstitution of form and soul was by his doing. I need to sustain myself properly, without the god's intervention. Certain artifacts and powers are available upon this world to do so.
Which one specifically?
Certain books of power within the ancient ruins of Vethor. There very magical secrets and tomes lie within the Leverthorn. The entire city built as a library for the world's greatest knowledge. There are many things that could be of use there for both you and for I.
The Thor, that's at least 20 sessions away. Yeah, we've got some good
20 sessions away it may be, but it is still an offer here for thee.
Rhyme checks out. I think we have to accept.
Yeah. Like, look at the way that it's moving his fingers in, like, circular motions is really selling it to me.
No. Should you find yourself wishing to travel to Vethor, I simply request to accompany you to ensure safe passage and that you do not keep certain things away from me.
Oh, that seems to be, not so trusting of you.
Oh, I would be very foolish to trust you, just as you would be foolish to trust I.
Indeed.
Please,
So
do not,
That is all you would wish of us, if you offer us all this, and your wish is that we...
Let you accompany us to Vethor when we go.
Yes. Also, the Herald, the Illithid of the mind, who seems to have his mind, body, and soul set on inhabiting Norman over there. He points. When he dies, and when we put an end to his soul, he kind of raises his hand and clutches it in a fist when he says soul, as in trying to physically crush something in the air. When we destroy his soul, I wish to be present for it.
The art is just becoming more endearing with each line of thing.
Yeah.
Look, he has paid me one too many disrespects, and I will not be disrespected. It is something that, I must say, you have been all the more pleasant to indulge me in, and that does garner you favour that stretches very far in my eyes.
Good. One last thing with that request. Is that to see your revenge and definitely not to just succeed, right? Oh, yeah.
Seeing the revenge and succeeding are one and the same, Dave.
Yeah. Oh,
How do we stop him from coming back?
That is something that I do not quite know yet. A way of killing the soul, not just his physical form, would be needed to be done. as you surely are aware now, Thaera is very closely connected to the plane of dreams, where people seem to walk, their souls moving from one place to another as they astral project. I do not know if we can think of a way of trapping his soul there, but that is more of a theory as opposed to a solid science.
A way to put him somewhere where he cannot get out.
I'm in the dream.
Yes, that could do, that might work. And then Bashal has lost his voice upon this plane, and we can start to chip away piece by piece at this little insect that calls himself a god.
I love him so much.
I love playing him. I'm having so much fun.
I'm sold.
We may have ourselves a deal.
Ooh, a deal? That sounds like a fascinating word. And he starts sniffing the air, and he goes, "Do I smell the elemental plane of fire? Hasakim, you old dog, are you in service of these mortals?" "No, I am merely accompanying them for prosperity." Oh, Ifriti, little pretty. Oh.
Yes, another one of our mutual agreements.
But I'm sure we wouldn't want yours to go the same way.
We really need to get better allies.
Look, beggars cannot be choosers.
And
Yeah.
we are not beggars.
But if we are in an agreement of a mutual armistice, shall we call it, how about we do one final thing to ensure that this goes hidden from the god's eyes? Now, I have shielded my mind from his presence, which he has an invested interest in, but the one he looks upon in your midst, unfortunately his memories may betray him. I have a solution for this.
What kind of solution?
I
Full
do
details.
a small little spell and take his memories and mold them.
A modification?
A modification, yes,
Of this encounter?
of this entire encounter.
Jaden?
What?
He like sticks out his hands and slowly does a come hither gesture with his finger to Jaden. Come, boy!
As Jaden like
Looks
backs
Jaden
up.
with his eyebrow cocked.
What the he's gonna touch me?
He
Yes!
doesn't have to touch you.
Bad touch? No?
It's not.
Are you
it's not
saying
bad.
anything? Because I can't hear you, Wayne.
He's
Bad
fine.
touch, lad.
No, it's more just sort of like a. I'm struggling to come up with an analogy for this, Roman. I need help.
If you will allow us to be present when it is performed, so that we can make sure you are modifying it the right way,
Like,
perhaps?
But of
No.
course, I wouldn't want to do it in secret. What would I say? Come, Jaden, let's go into yonder log while I dingle with your head.
Oh my fucking god, he's gonna fucking bum me.
Hayden,
You
Hayden,
might.
He's just. What we're saying is you're probably the mole. And so
Yeah.
therefore, you need to.
I'm no
not
snitch.
remember this.
Yes,
We
but-
know that you're no
You
snitch,
won't be able
but
to help it if
your
that's
brain
what's
is a
happening.
snitch.
Oh.
And your facial expression's also a snitch.
And snitches do get stitches, Jaden. Now come, be a good boy and let the Sora men fix your brain noggin.
Oh, okay. It's Jaden
Don't worry, Jaden. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it will be fine, Jaden.
We're here.
I wish to
We will
overstay.
accompany you.
Now, come,
We
boy.
don't need to go anywhere.
No, that's the wrong way.
Come on, Jaden.
Center stage now.
Hey, Jaden. I'll try and kill him if he tries to kill you. I promise.
Oh, she will try.
Yes.
As Sasorimen is going to cast Modify Memory on Jaden, as he gets both his long, gnarled, clawed fingers and puts them on Jaden's temples, and it's cold and it's damp, and they feel bony and horrible, and
Are they wet?
Yes, as he then starts to probe through your memories, and he is going to modify the memory of this encounter to be that you guys all did battle with him and
killed all those humans.
killed
Yeah.
all those humans and left Sasorimen in a very weakened state. And he will finish casting that, and he'll be like, and Jaden, this will not take effect until you leave the encounter. It will have a delayed reaction. And he's like, ooh, do not worry, boy. The deed is done, and soon you will leave, and you will have no recollection of Sasorimen in your skull.
Okay, so we need to not mention these things to Jaden, otherwise he's going to be very confused later.
Very confused. I look forward to
Jaden,
meeting
you're
you
gonna have to be
again, Jaden, and having this whole conversation to convince you again.
Your fingers are wet. Why are they wet?
You know, he didn't even have to
It's
touch
very
them.
humid here.
Yeah.
I don't sweat. I just get condensed upon.
It's gonna back up. It's like,
Oh, the delightful morning dew.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to see what this guy has on him in terms of intelligence or documents or whatever.
Oh, yeah. You've been watching him.
Oh, shit. Does he have anything? Sasorimen's gonna scuttle over to him. I didn't think before I blammed him with magic. Come here, zombie Dalen. And he's gonna start shuffling through his little side pouch and throwing things over his shoulder. Useless, trash, rubbish. No, he didn't have any correspondence on him.
Well, what heavy armor is he using? Gara could use some.
He's got plate mail. You want plate mail, Gara?
Gara left. Gara's fucking gone.
Oh, Gara's just out of it. Oh, Gara is gone.
Gara fucking left. Yeah, Gara gone.
Oh, I thought he was looking from a distance.
No, Gara gone.
Where's Gara?
Oh.
Where'd he go?
You know,
I
if we
miss
get eaten by
Gara.
plants, I don't think we're going to be able to find him this time.
Oh. O'Neill, you're definitely going to need to talk to Gara before he talks to Jaden. Otherwise, this is going to get really messy. And then Jaden is going to have to do that all over again.
So any attempts that we make to find these sources that will free Jaden, we can't let him know the plan.
oh,
Sorry, Jaden.
I know it's for the best for now, but it's okay. It'll be a test for me, like a restraint to not be up all in your business trying to find out your secrets.
I'm sure you'll
You
remember.
won't know
Still
it's the
maybe.
test, you see. You won't know it's the test.
Oh fucking hell, no!
No, this encounter will be completely different.
We will occasionally perhaps mention the times that we fought Sasorimen and we beat him back.
Yeah.
And And then
feel
we'll
like
have to
they'll
go
have
off for
to-
private discussions, and then that's
Just remember, you're going to have to just yes and with Jaden, because he's going to remember something that you have no idea what he's remembering. And he's going to be giving all these little bits of details about the fight, and you're just going to have to be like, yes, Jaden, very good, Jaden, that's what happened, Jaden.
It's fine. This is what we do a lot.
Yeah, that happens
I
anyway.
didn't know there'd be homework.
I don't think that it will be much different.
Right, okay, so smart plans. We're gonna have to split up and get some people to talk to Gara and Jaden to go slightly different ways.
Maybe ask him to come back.
Yeah.
O'Neill kept sending to Gara. Gara, come back. I need to tell you the plan of what is happening. It is important.
Are you done dealing with a lich? Has it backfired yet? Has it all gone wrong?
O'Neill doesn't respond because I already cast the sending.
Oh, you pissed them off.
First thing to do sendings too.
Yeah, O'Neill
Just
just
with
gonna
my
like hang around further back and hope and wait for Gara to return so that she can intercept him before like any other discussions happen.
Now,
Perhaps you and your forces should leave.
yes, I believe we will make our departure for now. But one final thing you should know about my powers. I am a grand and powerful magus. I know that you are very adept at magical arts yourself as a troop, and I am well aware that you're probably smart enough to realize that the magical weave is threaded and frayed, teleportation is skewed and whiffed, but I can harness the raw power of death, the Shadowfell, and things like that. If you do desperately need a teleportation, I might be able to wing one in your favor.
We'll keep it in mind.
I'm guessing that's to a thought, right?
Yes, if you wish to go there quickly. You know, if you didn't want to waste time, you know, dilly-dallying around, if you wanted to do it now, I could do it now. Or if you wanted to do it after you've done this Font of Life thing, pilgrimage, religion. After you've done your religion in the jungle, you could teleport and do the cool stuff in the Thor. Release me from my service. You know, just putting it out there. Just slamming that right on the table, bro.
We'll be in touch.
Okay, tatty bye.
Everyone.
Journey, lads.
You
Everyone,
too.
If I may, round of applause for Rob, please.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And
As Sasoramen and his undead legion will depart, as a creeping fog rolls in behind him to cover his exit. And-
As soon as he leaves, James is gonna be like, oh, and start wiping his face, like.
And Jaden, suddenly you'll start to only remember the long and grueling fight that you had. And then we're healed after.
Yeah, Jaden leans forward like he's out of breath. Oh, that was a tough fight, but we sent him packing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jaden. We certainly did.
You okay? Oh, Norman, you probably got clocked in the face.
No, I don't be solid. Shut up. Plenty blood.
Well, I'm glad that's over. Won't have to see him again for a while.
Oh yes,
yeah.
that was such a hard fight. Yes. Oh, whew.
Oh, fucking hell, you were boss as well.
Yes, boss.
Yes, we were all amazing.
Good job on those heels, O'Neill.
thanks, Jaden. Yes.
I can't believe, Gara got blasted away so far. Should we go see where he is?
It's fine. It's fine. He will make his way back. I will look out for him.
So it will be very mundane for someone like Neve to find Gara at his tracks. He has freshly left them.
I will sort of like walk with O'Neill that direction, and then I'll point her to the right place where I can still see her.
He just sniffs the air slightly.
Yeah.
Points.
Edge that way.
I can smell the edge. It's like it cut my nose.
Yes, Honey will try and find Yara.
He was like a massive distance away. He was probably. I was not hoping for the sounds of battle. He was still a bit expecting it to happen, in which case he was going to then run back.
Yeah.
But just kind of like the crackle of another finger of death go off, and everyone going, Jaden, no!
Look it out! It was one of those, he was hoping it wouldn't. In his mind, he was hoping it wouldn't come to it, but he wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
If that happened.
It would have to be. A lot of things are waiting for Thor. You know,
Yeah.
my father, Rishk, Harold.
Well, your father's on his way to the jungle now.
Oh, excellent. I'd almost forgotten. It'll take him a while, I imagine.
Yeah, he said a couple weeks.
Okay.
It looks like we're done here. We should check around for anything useful. I'm not sure they had much. And then perhaps we prepare to continue on.
Yeah. We will look for stuff from the cultists.
On the corpses that were left.
Whilst O'Neill goes to the side.
Yeah.
The corpses aren't there. They disappeared
walked
with the
away,
fog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jaden is like not looking at those corpses. He's just like, yeah, we beat him. Yeah.
Gotta.
Yes, O'Neill.
O'Neill wandered off to find him in the woods.
Yeah, we'll essentially just use this same battle map as somewhere else in the jungle that you have caught up with Gara.
Okay, we need to be quiet so I can tell you the plan. But, okay, we have made a little bit of a deal with him. He's going to, help us do whatever. He wants to see the downfall of Bashal. So do we. We don't like it and we don't trust him. But he has modified Jaden's memory because Bashal can see into Jaden's brain. And Jaden's brain is like so easy to gain information from it. So he has modified his memory to be that we fought and we killed those human people and then we hurt him and then he left. So we cannot mention the deal around Jaden. We have to be very careful. If Jaden mentions anything about the fight, just say, yes, Jaden, very well done. That is such a good job. Like we normally do.
Call him a dickhead, okay.
Yes, exactly. Just anything normal.
Gara has been face palming since the moment the word deal was said.
It is more like a mutual arrangement.
We could have run and not made that deal and not let him cast a spell on Jaden that he says was a modified memory. We don't know what else he's done.
We were present at the casting of the spell. It seems like it is going to do what it is supposed to do.
Roman throw the rock.
He's an ancient lich. He could have done anything that could have slipped anyone's mind. Could be powers that we don't even know exist.
I don't think it is in his best interest to see our downfall, at least not yet. He wants to see Bashal fail and fall. And the only way that he's going to get that is by letting us do it. He is still almost under the sort of thraldom of Bashal himself. He's being used as a pawn. And creatures like this, very well that it's not in their best interest to serve. They want to be served.
Okay. Given this information, I'm going to predict the future.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to beat the Herald, maybe. Defeat Bashal somehow, maybe. And at that moment when we are at our weakest, he will turn up and then try to kill us. And we will be drained of resources, and this is not going to go well.
But if we expect it...
Honestly, I think we need to kill him first. I think this is... What, has he given any, besides this modified memory on Jaden, which only serves him, has he given us any information?
It kind of serves him, and I guess us a little bit, but we don't want Bashal or the Herald to know that we are in league with Sasora Man.
Don't go so badly so fast.
It could, but I'm not expecting that he is going to be sunshine and roses, and he gets what he wants, and then he's like, okay, thanks, guys, and goes away. But we have to take aid where we can sometimes.
We always go to the worst things for aid.
We don't always go to the worst things, and we didn't give him our blood or anything.
Hey, that was to try and help Neve.
That was a low blow.
No, I know, but this is to try and help Jaden. That is what I mean. It is helping us as well. The fewer things that we have to get involved in conflict with, the better.
All you've done is time the conflict for later.
And sometimes we just have to prioritize which conflicts we need to do. And I do not really want to fight a lich and a lich's army of undead. Not yet. We have bigger fish to fry. And then when this is all done, then we can step on him.
Like I said, he's going to turn up when we're nearly dead and finish us off. He called it a brand of sundering on Jaden, right?
Yeah.
That's the same, probably not related, it's the same name as what I can do.
It could be a similar thing.
The way you remove it is, and it's going to be a very powerful one, I know it's not one that we can do right now, but here's some info for you. A very powerful dispel magic, up to the highest level that a mage can cast.
The very, very highest?
That's the highest potential that it can go.
I see. So, I mean, if we... Do we think that a lower, less powerful one could work?
It could work. I don't know what level this branding is under.
Depends how he was branded, I suppose.
Branded by a god. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sure, give it a try. Have that free info. I'll play along, but I don't like this in the slightest. I think we should have run.
I don't think anybody likes it per se, but it is all we have right now. But we can still look into fixing Jaden's, I don't know, brand, perhaps.
Go for it. Sure. Give it a try.
Okay. Come on, Gara, let us get back to the group. It will be fine. It is. Don't worry. You worry.
Careful, that jar. I don't know why I have this, but I feel like
O'Neill's hands unconsciously reach into her pouch and pulls out a gold and just places it in the jar.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I did that. Come on.
I don't know why I have this jar. Why I pulled it out.
Hey,
Well,
where'd
he's-
Gara get that jar from?
No
Great
idea.
I think it came from another world.
Oh,
It is a point. It is a singular point in the multiverse.
No.
Its fine results in a 1 gold fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gara, you okay? He hit you really hard, didn't he?
Yes, knocked him flying straight out of the
Yeah, like straight out the fucking forest.
Really, I'm surprised I'm still alive. Dickhead.
Oh, you're a dickhead, you. He like jumps on his back. Ah,
I'll throws him to the ground.
yeah. Oh well, let's cut your panties to the twist.
Once again, got into a big fight and nearly died.
It does that to people. We should go and get some food. Roman,
Yes.
what are you fancying?
Yes, I'm hungry.
Go have some food.
Jaden, are you hungry? I'm hungry.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
food.
Yeah.
we already set up camp, or should we set up camp here?
I think we need to set some camp.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, you guys can set up camp. Let me.
Hey, Jaden, go find some wood. We can build a fire.
Do you have like a handkerchief? My face is wet.
Your face is come here, and she'll go over to Jaden and get like a little hanky out and just like wipe his forehead and his cheeks.
Okay.
It was sweaty work.
You guys can spend a little bit of time setting up camp and everything as you find like a small clearing, set up your camp, and can do what you want with your setup camp.
Ooh, I have a plan for when people are almost about to go to bed.
Actually, so looking at the time, we've just about been playing for about an hour and a half. So should we take a 10-minute break so people can get cups of tea, food, bathroom, so on and so forth?
A 15-minute break.
Yes.
15-minute break. That is fine. So we'll come back at 22.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Back
Yeah,
to the Abyssals.
All right, we will be right back in about 15 minutes. And we are live
Yay.
again.
Good.
I'm back.
Right there.
Right, so you have set up camp, and
Roman's prepared food.
Roman's prepared some food, and you can hunker down for a long rest if you want.
Cool. Just as everyone's going to bed, and hopefully Jaden has gone to bed. He's.
I just need to do my last 20 laps because it's taken me out.
You must be exhausted from earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, that fall asleep.
100% accurate, on brand.
You should probably rest, Jaden. No need for watch tonight for you, I think.
Jaden's out.
Hey guys, so here's what I'm thinking. So if you've had your memories changed and the big thing that's happened today was that big fight, then it's probably gonna start dreaming about that because that was the big thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if we're worried, looks at Gara, that if something else has been meddled with, then his mind might think of things that has been changed, if anything else has been. And if not, it might not work, but that's what I'm thinking. Like,
That's
it
worth
might
a
give
look.
us an inkling of some things that might have been tampered. But as I'm quite good at sort of observing behind people, I'm gonna need somebody else to go into his dream just to check in on things. It doesn't need to be a super in-depth thing. We don't have to be there that long. We just want to keep an eye on things and see if Sorman did anything else untoward. What do you think?
Who would like to accompany Neve?
I would suggest Roman goes in, since you and Jaden have the most, air quotations, connection. As weird enough putting as it is, but still.
I was going to take first watch, but I suppose. O'Neill, is there room for one more? Or would it just be...
I don't want to make it too much of like a big thing because again we don't want to tip off other things.
It's
That
fine.
something's happening.
You should be fine, Roman.
Very well.
Just
Yes, I'll
keeping
come.
an eye. If any trouble happens, don't make a fuss. We're just gently watching. You get what I mean? We don't want to tip off that something's happening. And if it looks like it is, we get it out and then we just go to bed and leave it alone.
Well, let's get to it.
Okay, Norman.
Welcome back.
Right. I will set up some dream things for Roman to go and play spy onto Jaden and just check there is no extra shenanigans, maybe.
No extra shenanigans in his dream.
Yeah. So as I was trying to explain, I don't know if I explained it well. Is my thinking is when you've done like a big thing in the day, usually you kind of dream a bit about that. It might go out of context and then in a random direction. But potentially, if he's had that, his perception of what happened today is different, and that's fine. If his brain then suddenly wanders off to another memory, then maybe because Gara was worried if Susurman has meddled with anything else.
Okay,
It's very unlikely.
Okay, so
It's a way to
you're
sort
just
of
trying to see if he's done anything more to modify
Yeah.
Jaden's memory. Okay,
Yeah.
so you start to zone in and you cast the dream spell, and you're kind of looking through the cloudy haze of the mists of Jaden's dream, and he's kind of going from little point to point, but he will be dreaming about the fight, as that was the big thing. That's probably what's hot in his head, and you can see Jaden punching and kicking, dealing with undead. He roundhouse kicks some cultists, and then there's a big looming shadow, whereas something that does seem very off about this, something has definitely been modified, differently to what you expected with this memory. As Jaden looms around, and there is a hulking Adonis-like figure covered in weird adornments and stuff. I, the great Sasoraman, will crush you, Jaden!
I know if I have anything to do about that, lad.
No! Being foiled! But I am so attractive!
I know you are, lad, and I wish you were, like, pals with us, but, like, yeah, we're gonna defeat you, lad.
Curse you, Jaden! But not if it's for my magical beam of death! And he shoots it towards Jaden, but Jaden does a matrix dodge.
Oh my god, I hit Ghana and he went flying.
Got one! Score 1 for Sasoramen, 0 for Dawn's Light.
You'll pay for that. Norman, get him.
I can't, he's too sexy.
Oh, damn it, that's your one weakness. Roman, oh shit, you're busy. Stop looking in the mirror, for fuck's sake. Neve, stop chasing that bone. Come on, go get him.
Bark.
Oh, Neil.
Now, witness true magic with muscle magic! And he starts flexing his muscles, and magical effects start going off, and there's sparks going everywhere as he's flexing his pecs real hard, and there's like a big wave of energy coming off him.
There's Roman and Neva watching from the sidelines, where Roman leans in
Eating
like,
popcorn and
what the hell am I watching?
just keep at it.
That's it. I'm gonna have to do my ultimate move.
Nah, what's that? An ultimate move? Coming for me? Surely it's not possible.
Yeah.
Foiled by Jaden! No! My muscles are
He did 5
melting!
Jaden is the new strongest.
I know, right?
Neve will use dream powers for the credits to start rolling.
Written and directed by Sasoramen. Screenplay by Sasoramen.
There's someone shaking Jaden awake while in his dream, and he's on everyone's shoulder, and they're all shouting, "Strongest!"
Strongest.
Well, he certainly subverted our expectations once again.
Yeah, I think we can duck out.
Jaden is kicking and punching in his sleep.
Yeah, Jaden, to your memory, Sasoramen was a big, beefy Adonis.
Yeah.
I'm assuming nothing else untoward.
No, he just
But
wanted.
it was totally worth it.
He just wanted the memory to be as flattering as possible.
Vindication. So close to my paranoia being justified.
And as Neve and Roman wakes up, she's just like, I think we're good. We'll have to tell William about that one.
I don't even know how to explain what I just saw. I just say it's fine.
We
The jar appears in front of you.
we can't have any like leaks for that series, you know. But
Talking Roman's looking at her, nodding while his hand reaches into his pocket and unconsciously and draws a gold piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, good. Well, I'll let you actually, go to sleep and stuff. No dreams after.
So, how long did that take? How long were we out?
Hard to tell. Gets a bit complicated. Looks still nice.
Not very long, probably like half an hour, maybe.
Okay.
Felt like
Oh, it's
an
taking
8. It was like a 3-hour like thing. Really over choreographed, but sure.
Speaking of dream time, good night.
Right, so unless there's any other scenes that people want to take during the night. Feel free to have a long rest, players.
Yay!
Just
Precious
It's the
long
longest
rest.
one.
As I just want to show the picture of Sasoriman again. Let me just change it to the right side.
but now
There.
you need one of him like grokked out superhero. man.
Yeah. What a boy.
Might be your next art project.
Yeah.
Big hunky Adonis, Sasoriman.
Excellent. Yeah, portfolio.
Oh, yes, and
Okay, okay,
Neve
okay.
can prepare to turn us into farts.
So, I've done a bit of studying of some of the old ways of wind and whatnot and the elements. So, hopefully, we can get from A to sort of B a bit quicker. But it's gonna
Alright,
feel a
everyone.
bit weird.
Morning, Jaden.
I had the weirdest dream, but I couldn't remember it. Did you get the...
Like most dreams.
Yeah.
I had a dream about soup.
Mm.
It was a weird looking soup.
It wasn't very
Wait, didn't
good.
you guys, like, also see that dream? I thought we
yeah.
all linked up.
Yeah, we all see the same dreams.
Yes, don't you remember the soup?
Yeah, it was awful.
Um,
I made it.
That was after all of the fight.
Yes, I vaguely remember that. It's already free.
just remind me what the flavour was again. Maybe I'll remember.
No idea. It's already gone.
Oh,
Burnt shoe.
oh
Thing
yeah.
with dreams, so fleeting, so
Yeah.
forgettable.
Right, well, get ourselves packed up. We're got a long day of being not in solid form.
Oh, I can't wait
So,
to see what it
Been a
feels
while.
like.
Been a long while. Oof. Okay.
I'm not gonna mess up my armor, right?
No
we're-
promises.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Okay. Just try not to, fly into each other. It gets really difficult to pull things apart afterwards. Okay. Right. Are you ready?
We need some high-speed travel music.
High
Oh, no,
speed
I've got
travel
it.
music.
No, I've got it.
You've got it. You got it, Hamill.
We need
Okay.
Ragnarok music.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We need, like, Ragnarok from
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII.
As Neve, how does the windwalk manifest itself?
Okay, so Neve is going to sort of almost like whip up the leaves around us with like the trident that she has, and as like the leaves start like swirling around, it's almost in like a whirlwind kind of feel. But weirdly, it's peaceful in the center, as like almost I don't know. End game style, people's like sort of like fingers and whatnot will start sort of turning into like wisps and whatnot, as eventually we will all turn into our airy type forms.
Ooh. And
Wow.
you start. It almost comes naturally to you. You don't need to think or kind of put too much effort into it. It's almost as natural as walking to you. As you take to the air and start soaring at a phenomenal
Yeah.
speed.
Yay!
You're getting heavy for me. Yeah.
And you will easily make it to Zutor like in half the day.
Can we stay like this forever?
It feels so free.
Yeah, so you end up flying over part of Daradam Bay, and you can see the crystalline blue water bathed in the sunlight, the waves kind of rolling in upon the shores, occasional large fish and whales kind of just meandering through the bay itself, as well as the occasional boat moving in and around, and then docking in Zutor itself. It takes you about half the day, so it only takes you about 4 hours to get there, and you start to... Wait, no, it doesn't even take that... It takes like less than a fucking hour for you guys to get there. Like it's
Oh,
ri-
yeah.
it's
Like 60 miles an hour?
Yeah, it's like 8 hours.
Ish.
You
But,
could
yeah.
go to
Yeah.
one of these fonts of thing.
and you kind of nestle down, and it takes you fucking like half an hour to get there. You've just nipped down the M6, and you will then land down, and
With a flourish.
you will spend about a minute recorporalizing yourselves into your stupid human forms as you arrive in Zutor.
Got my cool
Ew,
clock.
legs.
And you can kind of place yourselves wherever you want to be kind of coming in from Zutor, as the port city nestled between the two cliff sides.
Yeah,
we'll
well, the
sort
cloud
of,
have descended.
yeah, I think it like in amongst the trees, with like the leaves again will sort of whip up.
Then we all come awkwardly walking out of the brush, looking sheepish.
Yeah, as like an evil land with a flourish. As she like slowly regains her form.
Jaden will do a front roll, bounce up, and do a big kick. Be like, yeah.
Norman's wisp will just go to the ground and then instantly materialize into Norman.
But
Hey,
Roman, didn't you say like your dad's here?
No, it's going to be a long time before he gets here.
Oh.
well, maybe thanks, Neve. Again, that's real.
Oh yeah, thanks, Steve.
thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
Thank you, Neve.
Cheers, Neve.
That was
incredible.
way better. We should never walk through the jungle ever again.
Yes, but
Why would we?
got
Why would we ever need legs when we have knee?
Well, I guess
Knees.
I'm taxed.
God bless you, knee.
More than a toe.
That's Roman that takes a hat off.
It's got an N on it.
Yeah. It's a very fancy hat.
It's very fancy and warm. Well, guys, city stuff is other people's things. Go find where we're going.
You were.
We need to find those blood hunters for your right of taming.
And everyone to be.
And yes, that too.
So are you guys looking for the blood hunters then?
Yes,
Yeah.
that will be our main
Probably
goal.
Yours.
I mean, because like one of my things I was going to do was try and info gather on Cicerman and see Cult of Bashal, but don't need to do that now.
No.
And what were their names again?
Essa and Duham. I mean, Issa and Duham, sorry.
Would you
Alright,
like me
know
to
where
send
they
a
are.
message to one of them and ask where is best place to meet?
Yes, that might be best.
Which
my idea.
one was the prettiest?
Issa.
That's
I'll
Oh, no.
send a sending to Issa. Let me just type it out. ESA?
EESA.
Bam.
I've noticed the smiliest face in history, smiley face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so happy.
turns out that's a lower.
She responds telling you that there is a small shack towards the eastern bank, kind of over this way, marked with XYZ, marking of the Blood Hunters, and to meet there.
Honey will relay that information.
They do like it.
And that is where we can meet them.
You know, that's quite a long walk.
Yes, I mean, we could.
No.
What? What?
Well, I could do it.
What if we just spend a minute and
Oh,
turn into
come on,
bugs?
I want to stretch my legs. Like, as fun as that was, like, I need to run. I need
See
to, like,
if you get there first.
yeah.
Yes,
Where
hey,
am I going
yeah.
again?
Over here.
Okay. See you there.
it's marked with XYZ.
Jane's already gone. Doot, doot, doot.
And
As
Roman will
yeah.
transforming into a cloud.
As Honey also starts becoming more and more ethereal, and then like sort of
Yeah, I think
disappear and turn into clouds.
She's gonna try and outpace him, but who will win?
The clouds will win. Yeah, the
600
cloud.
feet in a straight line.
Jaden gets like a minute head start, so he can travel quite far, but
I've spent some key points to Step of the Wind.
All they can do is dash, and so it's 600
But-
feet they can
But
go.
can he go across water? Has he got the water walking?
Oh, yeah.
I like to think that's a bit more than 60 feet.
But if I did, like, hang on. So,
Surely that distance can't be right.
Yeah, that's not feet.
well, you know, we can get 1,500 feet in 10 rounds, and then we can catch up to him in like a couple of rounds, and speedily zoom past.
As like Jaden like runs up being like,
Because
And
you
I
have a
was just like-
flying speed of 300 feet, and I mean, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just GM caveating this. Jaden loses. The clouds
Yeah.
win. I don't care about doing the maths.
yeah.
You got the other side to do it, like, stop now, please.
Yeah.
Right. So you will meet up, and there will be a reasonably dingy-looking shack. Which let me just find some music.
Where are we? Like here?
I just realised, is that not concentration?
No, it's just less.
That's crazy.
One of the few cool spells like that.
What a wonderful spell.
No need, they're going to have you cast that all the time now.
She doesn't have to cast it. I'll make it the next 4 hours.
But there's a reason why I have.
Oh no, for the next like 7.5 hours.
No. I'm struggling to. Oh, Swamp Hag Hut. That sounds like the kind of ambience that I would need. This kind of dingy area that they would have. So it's a lot quieter here. It's away from some of the louder hustle and bustle of the port, and there doesn't seem to be many people who really mill around here. There's a few kind of like privately owned, independent kind of like docks and kind of bays and areas. But you walk in, and it's just a small single-room circular hut with kind of like the reed roof, and there's a few kind of like trinkets and different trophies and things kind of dangling around, with a few kind of bedrolls, mainly made of straw, kind of laid out on the floor, and there's a central kind of fire pit that's lit. As you can see, Issa and Duham there. Issa being the dark-complexioned elven woman, and Duham the dwarven gentleman, very quiet and of little words, which is also another way of saying quiet. Well done. As they both look at you and kind of give you a general greeting to come in and kind of sit down in whatever room there is kind of available. And Issa will stand up and offer kind of just like a wineskin to each of you and kind of pass it round. As she goes, so, I understand that you are not dead, which is a good thing, yes. But did you manage to defeat the chosen of Hethal?
Well, they were no joke, I can tell you that.
Just
Incredibly powerful creature.
Yes, she
One of the
was.
most things I've ever seen.
She was not only a lycanthrope, but chosen by the god itself. A truly powerful aspect of Herthal's might.
We had very little
Not anymore.
by way of silver, but we had a silver weapon. So it's a great effort. But we managed to defeat her.
Good, and you have the heart?
Yes. Though there was a cost. Seems that most, if not all of us, may have been
To be not necessarily to be expected, but also not a surprise. That is understandable if you did battle with such beast to take a heart. Luckily, Blood Moon has not yet fallen, and the curse is still reasonably dormant within your blood. As part of ritual before we do the rite of the taming for your friend, the heart should suffice as a focal point and a reagent to remove taint from all of you reasonably easily.
Really.
But as of the nature of the rite of taming, it will need to take place at night and also somewhere far away from city and innocent people who may be affected if it does not go correctly. You are aware that...
How does it work? What is the nature of the rite of taming?
Well, there is only one way to tame the beast. The ritual allows it to be done by the owner of the cursed. These beasts, they do not respond to words or bargains or treaties. They only respect one thing, and that is a force. And it is through this rite that your friend, what was your name again? Looks at Neve.
Neve Vaynor.
Neve, she will be able to confront this beast, and it will be a fight for power. And whichever comes out on top will be in control.
Seems apt.
So is this a physical manifestation?
Oh, yes. It's physical and spiritual.
Can we assist in...
Absolutely not.
For Neve to do.
It seems almost.
Is there anything that we can do in preparation?
I do not know. Potentially say your goodbyes.
What?
I do not like the sound of this.
If Neve here does not tame the beast and the beast tames her, you will have to put her down. There will then be no chance left of returning your friend.
Look, guys, I know it sounds like a lot, but it also seems like something like this is coming to a head, and as I think this is the way to go about it.
If this is the way that you want to do it, Neve, then I'm behind you.
I just want you all to know I accept what happens if
Let's not think about that.
But we do have to think about that.
Your will is iron. You will tame this beast.
I know you can do it.
I know if anyone can do it, that you can do it. I am still worried for you, though. I don't want to lose you.
it's something I got to do, O'Neill. I don't hate the spirit of the wolf that started all this. It was on me at the very beginning. and I think I've had a long journey of learning the mistake I made, and maybe I'm not fully there, but I think that's just a step, making some sort of amends.
So, just as a preface here, so when we do go through with this rite of taming, you have chosen a different narrative option, which is the quicker fix, and not necessarily, kind of the more risky fix. This is definitely the more risky fix. And as of that, there is a genuine potential for character loss at this point. So, just so you know, and everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Eve, are you sure you want to go through with this?
I am.
That is me giving my GM caveat, kind of like disclaimer, and I just wanted to make sure that was out there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the dice can just fuck you, and if the dice just say no, then there's not much more I can really do.
Well, all I would say, Eve, is do everything you can to be prepared.
If we can do anything, then
That's protection from evil.
We have, we have the rest of the day ahead of us first.
Yeah. It's
If she does die, Rob is totally sleeping on the couch.
no. I'm going into this fully aware. Narratively, it makes sense.
Just so you are aware, I know that you are powerful wizards, practitioners. You have various skills. The rite of taming will purify her of any external influences. You will not be able to assist her with your magics in this sense.
Will I have my own connections?
Oh, yes, of course you will. And then this is all on you.
Okay. In my mind, I think...
Will we be present?
Yes, you can be present. But if you do try to interfere, it has happened before, and the kind of external influence is normally more distracting for the person than the beast.
But you can go in prepared yourself. That's the important thing.
yeah.
So, do you folks know of a good place to do this?
Oh, yes, we will go to the beach about a mile down east. We will prepare there.
Very well.
Okay. If this is what you want to do, then I support you.
Thank
I
you.
just hope that you are okay.
Weirdly, with the decision made... yeah. In a way, it's like a trial that is long drew.
And if your heart is set on it, then we will stand behind you.
Yes. Now, that aside, Eve, what would you like to do today?
Oh, I hadn't thought that far, but I reckon we should get to a tavern and have some fun.
Yeah, yeah.
How
And then,
about some cake and ice cream?
yeah.
Would you like to ride a dinosaur?
I would love to.
And then we should probably cut away to
Montage.
Neve having the best last day potentially of her life.
Yeah.
Doing
Roman-
exactly
Roman,
the
uh,
thing that.
As
thing that
Roman
you
Roman
want
just
to do.
throws away the money like it's sweets to give Neve a potentially last good day.
Yeah, take off 50 gold.
I will teach her whip skills. Exactly.
I will climb crazily high things and stuff. And eat lots of ice cream with you.
Of Neve's big day out.
And like climbing trees, eating cake.
So
dancing
Neve,
with the moon.
how about you tell us how Neve is feeling about this potential last day?
I mean, there's a weird, like, kind of like at peace. Like, there's a nervousness of what's about to happen, and not quite knowing where it's going, and like an apprehension of almost kind of like reliving our fighting with the wolf, of like the sentence that she did a long time ago that went horribly wrong, and therefore the spirit of the forest was felled, and she's felt guilty about that for a very long time, but also a big mix of emotions, and she feels like so far she's not really had something that she could try and do something with that. So it's kind of like there's a sort of a peacefulness in the fact that like at least either she can take a step in a direction of feeling like she's making a step, or the matter is dealt with. But also then there's the sadness because she's with her friends, and she doesn't want to leave them. Obviously doesn't want to die, but it's like a weird sense of duty that underpins things.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, so Neve will have the best gosh darn day of her life. They'll go to the tavern. You'll drink and regale yourselves with tales of funny memories, jokes, just all the pleasant experiences that are associated with the tavern. But Neve, I think, makes sure that she doesn't drink too much. She doesn't drink in excess. She keeps herself calm and clear. You ride the dinosaurs, you see the sights, you try all these exotic foods and drinks. Some of them not as nice as others, but some of them absolutely delicious and something like you've never tasted before. And as soon as the day started, it's almost ending. It's almost flying by too quickly as the sun sets, and you know that the time is upon you. As the group of you will make your way down towards the beach and come down onto the beachhead. And let me just pull I'll pull people onto the map.
I need to get my herb book out too. Where have I put it? Everything's been moved.
An oppressive anxiety definitely hits everyone.
As you can see, they have set up a small little ritual circle in the sand and kind of carved it out in blue pigments and paints and set up a few candles around it.
Remember, Neve, whatever you can use to protect yourself, do it before we start.
Yep.
And remember, don't hold back against this thing.
No.
Throw everything you've got.
Yeah, it's time. If I could just get a bit of help to look through the herbs that I have.
Yeah.
As Gina says, frantically trying to find her herb book. God damn. Do anyone else have advice?
Oh, it's like, like we've been through so much. We just defeated Strahd, and look at us. Look at how far we've got. You can do this, Neve. Jaden holds his arms out for a hug.
I give him a hug.
You got this.
You're the smartest person here. If anyone can analyze the tactics and work against something, it is you. Use your big brain. It's the biggest one we have here.
What spells do you have that you could cast before the ritual starts?
I have a stone skin.
Freedom of movement?
Yes.
Do we have any potions that need
Bark skin?
have?
Oh, let me just.
I don't have many potions.
I have one potion of healing and one elixir of health.
I got a scroll of hex if you want it, or scroll of see invisibility.
I'll take him, but I hope not to have to use him.
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
Yes,
You could take
Neve
this.
has much greater powers than a Simpex.
Yes, Norman?
I walk over to Neve and give her the resonance stone.
Oh,
There you go.
I completely forget what that does.
Absorbs
Thunder
something.
damage.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Okay.
You
So
don't need to achieve-
Neve's obviously getting more and more prepared as we're doing this like whole preparation bit on the beach. Neil is going to cast a spell. Going to cast Insight Affection and induce a wave of positive emotions and try and get Neve to really believe in herself.
Oh,
And
okay.
sort of, like just enhance her sort of self-confidence. Like, come on, you can do this, Neve. You know that you can.
Thank you.
Oh, don't forget that staff of yours. Like, it's really powerful, that one.
The one to finding secret places, of course.
Yes.
the watery one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Despite you trying to steal it, but yeah, I know.
So, are there any preparations before rituals that Neve does?
I'm trying to see what perhaps I've got. But in the meantime, Gara, this is kind of your people's thing. Any advice, words, anything?
I've seen weaker people survive this. I don't know the difference between Thaera and Faerun versions. I don't know if you can take this with you, but Gara will hand her the silver longsword. If it gets close and you need a quick way, you can take a stab at it. It'll try and induce fear in you. If we have any potions of
I have a liquid courage.
liquid courage,
I have not used. Take
yeah.
this, Neve.
For luck as well, and Gara will take off a little necklace that he's made of the beholders, the undead beholder's tooth,
Oh, yeah.
and just give that to Neve. It has no magic powers. I just like the look of it. But there you go.
Thanks.
And I'll lean in and give Neve a hug, and I'm going to type something because I only want Neve to say. I don't want anyone else to react to it.
Okay.
Neve.
Oh.
Godspeed, Neve.
She nods. And she will start making some other preparations, like she'll get some herbs in front of her, and she will make an oil that she can place upon the silvered sword, and make it a +1.
Ooh.
What is ours?
Hopefully you won't
Very
need
nice.
that.
What is looking through any other stuff?
Oh, do you
Let's
want my
get
help,
to
Aaron?
spellcasting, Neve.
Pardon?
Let's get to spellcasting.
Yes.
Get you ready.
Okay.
They said that does it purge?
Oh, not spell.
Any-
It's it's spells from outside.
Okay.
Okay, so let's.
Is that the way it works, Rob? Is that the way we understand it?
That's the way it was said to you.
I'm just gonna go quickly ask them. Just gonna go double check with them. Just in case. Don't want to blow a bunch of resources. Essa,
Yes.
question about the ritual. As I've never seen it myself.
Oh no,
Is it spells from an outside source? So if Neve casts any on herself and then goes in, are they fine?
As far as I'm aware, her connection to herself will not be severed, but her connection to everywhere else will be.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Just wanted to check beforehand.
It is
I
fine.
realize my skin is the concentration, so I will not do that one. I will do back skin instead. So,
Yeah. Gara will relay that. Yeah, it's okay for you to cast stuff.
and I will cast freedom of movement on myself. But do any of the circle spells. I'll not cast plant growth on myself. It feels a bit redundant. Hey, I'm a tree. I think that's what I've got. I've got to go for this, and I'll also the thing of courage that I was given.
Liquid courage.
And what does that do again?
Make you immune to fear.
Immune to fear. Okay. Yes. Right. Deep breaths. Okay. If I don't make it out of this, and I know you don't want to think about it, but I do love you all, and yeah, you are my family. And
Love you too, Neve.
I love you, Neve.
And give him a good kicking from me at the end of this pilgrimage if I don't make it. Got it?
You will.
But you will, and you know that you will.
Okay.
You can do it, Neve.
I will step in and ready thyself.
Issa and Duham have the circle ready, and they are watching you, waiting for you, and Duham gestures towards the center of the circle.
I will bow to them, and then I will step into the circle.
Do you want me to move you into the circle?
Oh, sorry. That would be useful. I was desperately reading something.
I'll move you in. You can.
Is that?
No, you won't.
There we go. As you can see, they start to light incense up, and Issa, has the large werewolf heart in both her hands as she cuts open one of the main chambers of it. As you can see, it pools out blood and begins to ebb all the way around the small grooves of the ritual circle that they have made, changing it from this weird blue color into a deep crimson red. As you can see, the candles begin to flare with red as well.
So we need to be here for this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. Yes. Issa comes over and she has collected a large portion of the blood from the heart in a small, crude wooden bowl, and she will pass that round to each of the players to the left and tell you to drink from it.
I think I am fine, but I mean, if that is fair.
Jaden, you first.
Okay, I will drink it.
Okay. Jaden, you are cured of lycanthropy.
He'll also raise the glass to Neve, and then pass it to Roman.
Roman.
We'll take it.
And
then he will reluctantly take a drink.
You are cured of lycanthropy. Haniel.
I do not think I was affected, so do the others first. I will go last if there is enough.
There will be enough.
Norman.
I step forward and drink.
You are cured of lycanthropy. Gara.
Gara remembers his initial ritual of the Hunter's Bane. Oh, I'm here again. And we'll drink.
You are cured of lycanthropy. O'Neill,
Okay.
there is plenty left.
Okay, bottoms up. She will take a drink anyway, because she doesn't know for sure she wasn't affected.
Yeah, O'Neill, you just had a drink of blood.
Yeah.
Like a vampire.
Oh,
Once you drink this, Neve, the ritual will begin, and it will not be stopped. Only one aspect of you will emerge victorious from here.
I understand. And she's going to plant her feet more into the ground as clouds start forming up above, as thunder starts to roll, as she will start concentrating on a storm above. That's okay.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. How long does cold lightning last for?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's fine. If it was going to be a minute, the prelude to the ritual might have taken a bit longer than that.
Yeah,
but it's fine. But
and I will sort of, as the final part, she will just sort of, with a flourish with druid craft, she'll have some small delicate vines. We'll just do some extra sort of patterns upon her skin as she reaches out to the bowl. She takes.
as you only take a sip, Issa gestures to drink deeper.
And I did.
As you start to glug and glug down this blood, it is irony and metallic and almost spicy. Why is it spicy? And you can almost feel a fog creeping around you. No one else can see this, but to Neve, your perception of everywhere starts to begin to look somewhere different, but somewhere familiar to you. The beach and jungle no longer looks like a beach and jungle. The sand underfoot is now grass and stone. The palm trees, tall oak and pines. It is your old forest home. As peering out of the fog is a large wolf figure, a spirit of a wolf, as it walks towards you and looks you deep in the eyes. there's almost a sense of anger and bitterness this spirit holds towards you. But you know that this is not the spirit. This is your own reflection of yourself and your past deeds. You still hold a lot of resentment and anger towards yourself, Neve. And it is now time for you to either overcome it or have it swallow you whole. As the figure of the wolf now is no longer a wolf, as you blink, and it is you looking at yourself, Neve. And you blink again, and it is a werewolf version of yourself, Neve. To everyone else, you can see what looks like another figure almost kind of step out of Neve, and it is the wolf version of Neve.
Mm-mm.
As there is a horrific howl, and Issa and Duham will take wide steps back as we will open up initiative, and we will roll initiative, Neve. Let's change. Okay. So, Neve, you are up first.
Okay, I okay, I will. Of the predetermined rules, is it to stay inside the circle?
No, you can
Okay.
go wherever you want.
Got you. I will sort of take a stand back as I sort of like again drawing my feet along the ground, keeping myself as steady as I can, as I shall call lightning.
Yep.
As it crackles up above, and that, and I did it at level 4 before. I'm pretty sure. Did I do that? I'm so confident right now. Neve Gina's like, oh god.
Looks like you cast it one level higher.
Cool, yeah.
As lightning strikes down, as Neve dodges to the left, trying to tumble away from it. As they just fail, they get caught by it. Let me change my thing to Neve. As they take 10 points of damage, as they seem to be durable against the lightning's effect. Anything else?
And that will be my turn for now.
The wolf aspect of Neve takes a step back and bounds and leaps as it churns through the sand. There is...
He unplugged himself.
He did.
I'm back. I'm back. It's fine.
I heard him yell. No!
As sand is kicked up in a torrent that splashes out left and right as it soars through the air, crashing through the sand churned up into the air, and leaps towards Neve as it goes for its claw attack. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
As it swipes and cuts straight into you, its claws digging in as it uses its weight to try and push you down to the ground. Can you make a strength saving throw? As you stand your ground, as it tries to force you down, you will not relent as you stand and keep your feet placed firmly, as its teeth snarl and open up wide and tries to take a chunk into your shoulder. As it misses, as it bounces and gets caught on some of the barky protrusions of your bark skin. That is its turn.
And in response, I am going to slam the trident into the ground as I will cast Erupting Earth.
Ooh.
And it will also be. Let's just check. We want to do it at level 4. Yes.
Okay, so it needs to make a dex save. And it will fail its dex save. Wow, this is like one of its higher saves as well. Turns into a 20-foot cube, takes bludgeoning damage, or half as much as a successful save. So grounds around the area. It becomes difficult terrain as you churn up the ground, and it becomes a twisted. It kind of condenses the sand into hard rock as it becomes craggly and jagged. So let.
It needs to make a con check for the thing.
Yeah. Yep, you are fine. So 20-foot cube. Bop. Yup. That's too big, isn't it? That is correct. So like there. Okay, so it will take the. Does it have resistance to? Yes, it is resistant to any kind of bludgeoning. So it takes half of 36, which is 18.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
As a yes.
Okay. So on its turn, it stands up and it darts back and will break it away from you. So you can use an attack of opportunity.
Ooh, yes, please use. It has to be melee, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I don't have the thing. So that's going to be 13 tiny trident because I don't have the sword out yet. There. It's one-handed.
Ooh, that's a hit.
I don't know if I can two-hand it, but I mean, it's a little teeny tiny thing.
For 1 bit of piercing damage, as you cut a small cut into its hide, as it darts away and jumps back in, trying to leap and grab you and throw you to the floor. As it's going to forgo one of its attacks to grapple you. So it's going to be a athletics versus athletics. Or your acrobatics. It's going to use flat strength. It doesn't have an athletics skill. It rolled terribly.
Ooh.
As it fails to throw you to the floor. Frustrated, it lets go of both its claws on you and bares its chest in a loud howl to the moon as it tries to do a terrifying howl on you, but to no effect. Your turn, Neve.
Our friendship. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so I am. Does it feel like it's been getting better at all?
No.
Okay, good. So we shall. Once again, we shall call lightning as my action. So that is a level 4 one. As she raises the trident to the air, bringing down the lightning.
It does save this time, so it takes 12 halved again to 6.
And bonus action, can I healing word myself?
Yeah.
I feel like a little baby level 1 healing word whilst I can is smart.
As the lightning strikes the floor, the werewolf version of Neve tumbles aside, only glancingly taking the blow of the lightning. The lightning strikes into the sand, leaving bits of molten sand everywhere, and even a few shards of glass in the bed of where it landed. As Neve heals herself for 8 hit points. Is that your turn?
It is.
Where Neve is going to take another step back and try and pounce in again. You can use your opportunity attack.
I shall.
It is much too quick. The sand and the lightning strike is all happening so quick as it then runs in again, trying to pounce on you and knock you to the floor as it goes for a claw attack. And misses. And then goes for a bite as it misses as you duck underneath its wild left and right sweeping hooks as its teeth then try to chomp down as you have tucked yourself away in a small area of defense. And it misses. Jesus Christ, it's rolling real bad. It's your turn, Neve.
Okay, we are going to...
Why did no one brief me that my monsters might not have the dice in their favour? This is just sad for me.
It's
Don't worry,
gonna
this
turn
is
around in a bit. Don't jinx it. I will say, I mean, it's 10 minutes with the cool lightning. I was about to say I've not been keeping count. I'm going to experiment a little bit. We're going to cast our favourite, Primal Savagery. Yes, I'm next.
Yeah.
So I shall, with the one clawed hand, I shall rip towards it, lashing back.
That's a hit.
Yes.
As it takes 14 points of acid damage as it's tried to hit you multiple times, but you've just narrowly dodged. You then come in as your hand turns into a claw dripping with acid. You rake it across the chest as it staggers back, looking down in shock and disbelief as the singed bits of fur and blood trickle out from its chest. It bares its teeth down and howls once more. Anything else?
Nope.
It's going to try and go for a claw attack now as it immediately goes back on the offensive. As it critically hits for 20 points of damage as you have left yourself open from the offense and it clocks you in the side of the head. And can you make a strength saving throw? As it knocks you to the ground.
Okay.
So you take 20 points of damage. And it will try and bite you now with advantage. Does a 17 hit?
Just.
As it then clocks you to the side of the head. You get dazed for a moment as you stagger down. You fall into the sand and try and push yourself back up with your right arm as you can then feel the teeth sinking into your side. You feel a rib cage crack under the pressure as you take 29 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, 29.
Can we heckle?
Yeah, you can if you want.
As Roman shouts, "Do you have Moonbeam?"
No.
Oh dear.
I should learn about this. That's the reason I wasn't expecting this. Because I'm dumb.
Neve, it's your turn.
Okay.
You are currently prone in the sand as its teeth are still sinking into your ribs.
Yep. Okay. We shall.
I sit back, Neve. Go full on savage. Dominate him.
We shall try and stand up again. Does that cost me my
Half your movement.
half me? Yeah, that's cool. So I will stand back up And we shall the savagery once again.
The primal savagery hits.
Okay.
Ooh, for 28 points of damage. Huge.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I am going to almost ceremoniously throw the trident upon the floor as I like take my. Would I be able to get the sword out in one hand, and then eventually I will want to get a focus?
Yeah,
on,
yeah, you can.
which is an old carved like statue from her tribe. But we'll get the sword out first.
Okay. Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
Little healy heal?
I can do.
I mean,
Yes. I can, I should.
everything.
Yes. We will do a little level 2 healing word on thyself.
Smart.
There it is. Healing word, level 2.
As you heal for 9 hit points.
Use your tiefling powers if it hits you again.
Oh yeah, I forget that. As I'm pretty sure Gara also nods.
Yeah.
Right. As it staggers back from the nasty swipe from the primal savagery, it raises its left claw, trying to beat you back down onto the floor. A 21 savagely crushes down, and you can feel your collarbone begin to buckle, not break, but bruise badly as it thunks you in the right shoulder. Can you make a strength saving throw? As it beats you down onto the floor, and it goes for the throat. It hit.
Oh yeah, Rebuke.
Yep.
Is it level 2? I can do up to.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time because I do forget it. Oh my god. Where have I put it on the long list? Do we know what we rolled for that? That might be quicker.
Oh yeah, have you got the Hellish Rebuke spell on
Oh,
you?
there we go.
Yeah.
Found it. Level 2. As flames.
As it takes 16 points, it takes 8 points of fire damage.
I need to put a save on it.
Oh yeah, he does need to make the save. Fails. Does take the full 9 points, as you are then hit down, and its fangs do indeed go onto your throat as you take 33 points of damage.
Okay.
I can barely see your health bar.
Yeah.
Heal, big heal.
Big heal time.
Neve, you can feel the light fading from you.
I take a deep breath as I shall cast a level 7 healing word of my heal. Just a heal.
It's just a heal, yeah.
Just a
As you give-
You'll get like 80 points of healing instead if it's level 7.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice. I didn't know.
Hellfire.
As something deep inside you, Neve, says no, and you heal. You heal for 80. Any bonus actions? You can't do a bonus action spell.
No. No, I'm not a. Yeah, I'm a land druid. That's why I do spells. I think about it. I try and turn it. It's not happening. As a bonus action, I will take out my. I would have took out my focus for that. So yeah, that's my turn.
Where Neve tries to beat you back down again, as there is no more dancing around its prey. It is going for the kill, as it just wants to be the dominant aspect of who you are. Another crit! Oh jeez.
Stop it.
So that's
Oh,
18
stop
points.
buffing it with RP.
Say something before.
That's 18 points of damage and a strength save, please.
Stand your ground.
Standing the ground.
Underground.
As it again pushes it. This time it swipes at your feet and takes them from underneath you. And it goes in and tries to bite and tear at your leg. At advantage. And misses! It can't get through the barky skin. It seems to have not quite landed a good enough chomp, expecting to get the upper hand, but it does not. It is your turn, Neve.
I am going to switch things up for a little bit, and we are going to also turn into a wolf,
Ooh.
as I will turn into a giant wolf. I just need to get my sheet up for it. Beautiful. There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe not the octopus. I really want to, guys. There's a mighty urge that I wish to be, but I feel like a direwolf is more apt. Just to give me a bit more time with stuff. So yeah, I will spend my action. I will spend a bonus action first, healing myself.
Heal? Yeah. Not.
So that is 2, and we will do this. So we will do the heals. The little teeny tiny heals for the teeny tiny things. And then I will turn it into wolf.
Power of the teeny tiny.
Work.
Not a sad bear. We are not sad. We are mighty wolf.
Giant wolf. Yep.
Yerp.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes. I circle around it menacingly.
Buy
Yeah.
some time.
It will circle around in return as it tries to jump on your back and bring you down to the floor. Hits for 8 acid damage.
Okay.
And can you make a strength save?
How much was that? 8.
8, yes.
Okay. And that's a strength save.
As it does, it is
God
bearing down on your back and it's trying to now rip the fur pelt off of you with its teeth. That should have been with advantage. So a 22 does hit for, we'll take the first roll of damage, for 28 points of damage.
Still a wolf somehow. Still a wolf somehow.
Awkward.
And Neve, it is your turn.
I brought myself around. I will growl back at it, and we'll go in for a bite.
Yeah.
A critical bite
Yeah.
as you turn and pivot, and you, as it's biting down on you, there is a wrestle as everyone can see the form of 2 dog creatures growling and gnashing at each other. It is hard to see what is going on, but then suddenly the Neve wolf is on top and does.
Strength saving throw.
Ooh, it does need to make a strength saving throw. It needs to roll really low to fail. It rolled really high.
That's the opposite of low.
As it is not pinned, but it will take 6 points of damage.
Go, Neve. Use the whip skills I taught you. Ragdoll him.
Bark, bark.
Do you have any more attacks as a wolf?
Nope. It's got 1.
Okay.
Got 1 bite. That's what it do.
Alright. The Werneve will try and throw you off it as it goes for a claw attack. And hits for 11 acid.
And I shall turn back into you.
As you can see, the wolf is thrown off the werewolf form. And can you make a strength save or be giant? That's scary.
1 hit point as a double. Strength, 5.
As you can see that she is thrown into the air and then lands hard on her back as the werewolf picks itself up and jumps down on her again, trying to bite and rip flesh. For 35 points of damage. As you can see, there is a lot of blood in the sand now, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Neve, it is your turn.
Just stay on the offensive and keep healing yourself.
As I will do a bonus action level 3 healing word on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that first.
Oh no. Just for all the roleplay that has happened today, the inspiration tracker is currently on 1.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Oh wait, no, it should be on 3. It's on 2 out of 6 at the moment, so it's now on 3 out of 6.
Oh, I minus. No.
Use it.
Can't use it for anything just yet.
There we go. I almost tried to kill myself. I mean, technically, I am. Whoa.
A critical primal savagery.
Yeah, you can choose to crit.
That
You
would
can.
be great. Yeah.
Okay.
This
Calculation.
response damage you've been doing is great.
Yes, we will growl back at the wolf, and she will leap up and swipe down with her claws, with the sword at hand, and we will primal savage.
Its AC is 18. Roll the damage.
Oh my god!
Neve,
Oh my god!
describe it.
Oh my god!
How do you want to do this?
I don't even know. Oh my god. Okay. So, she like takes a step back and she's honed in, and she almost like yelling, savagely. She runs up. She swipes with a claw. She stabs in with the silvered sword. As she then wraps around its neck, and then with one fell swoop will snap it as it falls to the ground. She stands above, not quite sure what to do with herself.
And as it falls to the ground, it kind of fades into mist and kind of recoalesces back into Neve's body. As Neve kind of turns around and looks at everyone, as the form of Neve looks different. Where her tiefling horns are, there are large antler stag horns, and she is indeed covered in fur still, as she does look a bit like a werewolf, but there is definitely more humanity about it. She still has her clothes on, and she has these large stag horns, as Neve has now gained access to her tamed form.
Oh my goodness!
As Neve has finished the rite of taming, and I will put this in Neve's journal. But
If you did it.
just mechanically, Neve's tame form it's like a wild shape, but it uses the same HP pool as your normal stuff, so it doesn't replace it. When you can cast spells whilst in this wild shape form, and while concentrating on a spell, or concentration checks are made with advantage. Whilst in or out of this form, you have +2 to spell casting attack rolls, and your spell save DC is increased by 1. And also, whilst in this form, as a bonus action, you may make a perception check that relies on sound or smell instead of spending a full action to do so.
She looks at the ground and then looks at her hands, and then up at her friends, just I think I'm still here.
Neve, you did it! And Jaden's gonna run to Neve. You did it! Jump hug you.
Neve is considerably taller. Neve is like 7-8 foot tall now.
Oh, okay.
Whilst in this form.
You did it.
I think. That is you.
Something?
Pretty sure I saw you win.
Neve, what's your big of ice cream?
But as that seems like a good stopping point, and it's gone past 11, we will end the session there. As Neve genuinely could have died there.
Yep.
But well played. GG.
Yeah.
And we will continue playing next week. Good game. Goodbye.
Yeah, GG, thank you.